I thought, this is like crazy. Like, why are you asking me this? Like, this, like, I'm only delivering papers.
A Facebook post about a black family's encounter with Upper Arlington police is going viral. Good evening. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Mike Jackson.
I'm Colleen Marshall. The incident stems from a newspaper advertising bag being delivered to the wrong house, and the 11-year-old carrier going back up to the porch to retrieve it. It looks suspicious, apparently, to a resident who called police. The boy's mother, who soon found herself being questioned by a police officer, says it felt like racial profiling. All new tonight at 6, NBC4's Ted Hart is live in Upper Arlington with the rest of this story. Ted?
Well, Colleen, safety experts say it all the time. If you see something, say something. And that's what happened here. But the fallout from just this one instance has been more than anyone involved could have anticipated. Brandy Sharp and her two sons, Micah and Uriah, were on Barrington Road delivering the bag of ads to front porches when police pulled up.
And he's like, you know, what are you doing here? I thought, first of all, like, wow. And then he's like, well, are you soliciting? I said, no, sir, I'm not soliciting. We're delivering papers. He said, what paper? I showed him the paper. And he said, oh, really? And he sat there for a minute and then he pulled off.
To Brandy, it felt like racial profiling. What she didn't know was that a resident had called police with a concern.
It looked like at first maybe they're like delivering newspapers or something. Then I noticed they were walking up to the houses with nothing in hand, and one of them came back with something. I mean, I don't want to say that something was going on, but it just seemed kind of suspicious.
In fact, Brandy says they had delivered some of the bags to the wrong houses, and they were going back to retrieve them. Just an innocent mistake.
I want to know what was suspicious. Like, what was suspicious? That, you know, the 11-year-old was up in the driveway getting the newspaper. He went up and came right back down.
Sharp says she's offended that a resident called and that police showed up and questioned her. But police say the call warranted a response.
If we think someone is taking things from porches, we would want our police force to follow up on that and make sure.
The responding officer was satisfied within a matter of a few seconds that there was no wrongdoing. Sharp's account of what happened, posted on Facebook, led to hundreds of comments and shares over the weekend, with many piling on about racial profiling.
If she feels like she was treated unfairly by our officers, we want to hear from her. We want to know what our officer did that made her feel that way, and we can investigate that and we can find out.
And something that may have added to the confusion is Upper Arlington's relatively new law that requires any newspapers or bags of ads, for instance, be delivered to the front porch or to a mail slot. They can no longer simply be dropped on a driveway. Local for you in Upper Arlington, Ted Hart, NBC4.